Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Week 8 lines, or Week 8 pick'ems presented by the Chippers. It's Kirby, it's Riley, it's Nicholas. Uh, let's go ahead and jump into it. We have a PowerPoint this week. This is big time. This is really big.
Really
So
moving up.
we're gonna start doing this as
Hmm.
well. Just recapping last week's Riley won.
Yeah, you shut up. I know you are. I'm sorry, Kirby. Go ahead.
Wait, what? What did Riley say?
You're just being a shithead. You can
I didn't
just
say
tell.
anything. I didn't say anything. I was just
That
looking.
I'm sorry, Kirby. Go ahead.
Just interesting.
No, I mean I think our winners should be able to speak. Riley, what do you have to say?
I mean, this is nothing abnormal.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Here we go. Listen to this kid.
I mean, it's really not. At this point, it's like this is probably below my expectations.
Stop. Kirby, whenever you get a chance, I want to see our cumulative scores of how we've done. I'd be very interested to see how Riley has performed as a
I
whole.
think he's doing pretty okay.
I mean, clearly he had a very good week last week, but I'm interested to see how he's done overall.
Well, I remember the past 2 weeks, and I won the past 2 weeks, so I'm just, it's just interesting.
Look at this kid suck himself off.
All right, let's just go ahead and move on. First game, we've got Atlanta at Carolina, Thursday night. Do one of you want to talk about the Falcons' loss last week? Does it
That's kind of what we expect. I'll let Nicholas talk about it. I know he's on the Raheem Morris, so I'm going to see how he's going to bail him out.
Yeah, he's been bootlicking Raheem Morris. So
here we go again with a manufactured take. First of all, I've never been banging the drum for Morris.
You've been licking his boots.
I want him to succeed, but clearly that hasn't happened. He beat up on a weak Minnesota team. Lions come to town, and they did okay up until the very last drive when the defense went into prevent and completely shat their pants. That whole drive, it was just 4-man rushes, no blitz at all, just playing, 6-7 yards off the receiver. And to be expected, defense shit their pants, and Lions went on a walk-off touchdown. I'm feeling the Panthers are going to win and cover. Falcons defense is dog shit. This is nothing new. They're giving up a league worst 6.6 yards per play, 30 points a game. Absolutely disgusting. I think they'll make Teddy Bridgewater look pretty good, and Raheem Morris's second loss.
Yeah, I mean, I think we haven't seen the Falcons in a primetime game under Raheem Morris. I think the Falcons win this one, plus 2.5, cover, win. It's going to be a weird game. I trust Young Wei Koo over Joey Sly more, because we all know that Thursday night games are a kicker's game. Abnormal things happen on Thursday night games. Falcons, they lost, and they have immediately turned the page to their next game. And Carolina is still they lost as well, but they lost to a better team. Falcons are going to be a lot more pissed off coming into this game. Riley?
I'm just going to take a moment to reflect. This team lost and blew leads that they had a 95% chance or greater to. The Bears, the Cowboys, and the Lions. Dan Quinn, only a part of 2 of those. God.
Holy shit.
It's not on him.
It's not his fault.
There's one person you can kind of point your finger to. And that's Matt Ryan. Well, I guess
Let's go. Riley has gone full heel.
Wow.
First,
and Dirk Cutter.
Oh God, this is too good. This is too good.
Now,
This is
Matt
great.
Ryan has been better as these recent weeks, but Dirk Cutter still is on this team somehow, and he's horrible.
I agree. He sucks.
So, getting back to the point, this was not Dan Quinn's fault. It's obvious it's happened again.
No shit. He's not on the team. Why can't you keep his name out of your mouth?
Then
He's
why
not
would
a part of the Falcons.
Then why did
I'm
we
talking about the
fire
whole
him?
season. I'm
He-
talking about the whole
he's
season. I'm just talking
gone.
about the whole season. I'm talking
But
about the
why
whole
did we
season.
fire him then? I think we should rehire him.
I'm on the Rex Ryan train, but moving past that, I think Carolina is going to win and cover. I think they're honestly more talented than us right now. Their defense is far superior. Raheem Morris is not a very good head coach. I shouldn't even say very. He's not a good coach. Dan Quinn was far superior, and I think if Dan Quinn was here last week, we probably win that game.
I see that little grin before you said that. You can't.
What?
The Quinn shtick is so played out. We're 2 weeks removed now.
Okay, I don't think Christian McCaffrey is going to be coming back this week, so I'm
I don't
still
think he is
banking
either.
like every
So
like
Mike Davis.
yeah, and whenever a running back comes back like this, or like you have somebody waiting in the wings, coming back from IR, the person who is filling in for them. This is whenever they do their most. This is whenever they do their worst. So it's gonna be a bad Mike Davis game. That's what I'm predicting.
Also,
You think
us
he's not going
trading
to perform well?
No, next game. Indianapolis at Detroit. Both teams even against the spread. Colts coming off a bye. In this game, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take Indianapolis. I like them coming off a bye. They're relatively well coached, which that bodes well for them. And then also, it's just I don't think Detroit is going to be able to do anything consequential head down the stretch. But if they were to make a playoff push, this is their time because their upcoming schedule is weak as hell. So, Riley Nichols,
I'll take this. Or you want to, Riley?
You go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I got Indianapolis to cover at -3 and win. Detroit's won their past two. They've had Jacksonville, Atlanta. Not exactly two teams to hang your hat on, but wins nonetheless. I don't think they're going to get a winning record after today. I don't think they're going to pull through on it. Trufant was questionable for them, playing alongside Okuda. He's questionable to return this week, so that could open up for Rivers' passing attack. I just don't see Detroit getting a winning record after today, so I'm taking Indianapolis to win and cover.
Now let me tell you why you're wrong. You're wrong because this Lions team beat up on the Falcons team. They got some momentum going. This Colts team, off a bye, they're probably going to be a little sluggish. I think it's going to be it's going to be really, really close. I'm tempted to I have the Lions covering, but I'm tempted to have Indianapolis still win. I'm going to roll with the Lions and winning and covering. I think it's going to be a lot closer than you think. That Stafford to Galladay connection, that's just something else.
yeah,
Phillip
it
Rivers,
is.
He's
Yeah,
pretty good.
is still, even this season, he's still a poor man's Drew Brees somehow. He's horrible.
Stafford.
No, Rivers.
Oh yeah, I mean he's kind of always been that since he was filling in for or replacing Drew Brees back in 2006 with the Chargers.
Even this season, he's still a poor man's version of him.
Yeah.
He's not
I
good.
mean,
You can't.
I wouldn't call him good at all, but it's worth noting he led that fourth quarter comeback against the Bengals. I think he had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I mean, he's
The Bungles.
average.
Congrats. Cool.
I'm not saying he's good. Clearly, he's just a 1-year rental, if maybe 2 at most. But he's average.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know. I honestly don't really care about this game, to be honest, because it's like two teams that we know won't make it to the Super Bowl. So it's just like, and they're just gonna be like back marker spots in the playoffs at most. I don't know. Next game actually kind of exciting. It's Minnesota at Green Bay. I
I don't
don't
think
know
it's
the weather
exciting.
for this game. No, it's exciting because I think Minnesota is going to win and cover. Uh, this is going to be a Kirk Cousins aberration. This game is going to be like he's going to come off so well. He's been training with Justin Jefferson this whole past week on how to beat Jair Alexander. I mean, I I'm very high on this Minnesota team this week. I think this is going to be their big week. And like Green Bay's due for like a bad just a bad week in general.
Did they
So,
not already have one?
yeah, they're due for another one.
Interesting.
It's just all about the feeling. It's all about the feeling. And like Minnesota, it feels like this is their time. Even though I did that like 3 or 4 weeks ago, whenever I thought, all right, this is Kirk Cousins' time. But like now, this is the time.
Is Dalvin Cook going to be playing this week?
Yes.
Then I'm going to roll with Minnesota covering, Green Bay winning. I think Minnesota's better than the record states. You know, they should have some wins that they hadn't lost, like Seattle, for example. We can get into the whole Seattle being overrated. I don't think they're that great. But, yeah, I think with Cook coming back and being healthy, I think they definitely have a chance coming off a bye. I don't know if Kirk Cousins is going to have really that great of a game since he kind of just sucks at being a
3
quarterback.
touchdowns
But
minimum.
you better hope that's the 3 minimum a pick. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to roll with here.
Yeah, I got Green Bay winning and covering. If I already used my guarantee on Green Bay when they played the Falcons, but I'd guarantee them again if I could. This is going to be an easy Green Bay win. They have I think the third best scoring offense in the league. Minnesota has the third worst scoring defense in the league. They're giving up a ton of points. I don't see Kirk having a good game this week. Darnell Savage is slated to return for the Packers. I'm confident that this is going to be a great another bounce back game after that Tampa Bay loss for Green Bay. You're a little shithead, aren't you, Riley?
Wow, so bold and courageous.
I'm pretty
All
sure.
right. All right, we're moving on to the next game. All right.
Somebody's ready to talk about his Buffalo team.
Yep. I mean, tough week. Last week for the Bills. Still pulled out the win. You know, Tyler Bass looked absolutely amazing, kicking 6 field goals, missing 2, so like they could have even scored more. New England looked awful. You know, I think this is going to be a bounce back game for Bills Mafia. Bills minus 3.5, easy dub. I would lock this if I could. It's gonna be like Jerry Hughes is going to swarm Cam Newton so hard. Tre'Davious White is going to pick him off 2 times. Josh Allen's going to put up 4 touchdowns against this Patriots defense because they are not that good. Buffalo minus 3.5.
Now, let me tell you why you're wrong, son. Josh Allen, we all kind of saw it last week. Not that great, really. It was really just meh performance against the worst team in the NFL.
He wasn't terrible. He was like in game manager mode.
Did you see his halftime
Yeah,
stats?
and that's all he needed to be. That's all he needed to be.
Horrible.
He got to ride the defense. It happens.
I mean,
We ride the defense against the damn Jets.
They scored 6 times.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying they're.
It's not like
It's not an
they only
impressive
scored 2
win.
touchdowns or something, or like his defense just carried him. They scored 6 times. Like
You
it
guys
wasn't like
were
the
banging the
defense
drum
was
all
forcing.
week. You guys were banging the drum all week.
What? No.
How many red zone trips did they have? Because if they only got 6 touchdowns off of however many red zone trips, that's horrible.
I think they were usually stopped around the 30-yard line because Tyler Bass was having to kick some long field goals. I think they might have had like 3 red zone trips. He only had a few under 40 yards. So I think like 2 or 3. So I mean, yeah, but like
you
Greg
can't
Williams
score a single touchdown against this Jets defense.
I mean, Greg Williams was
horrible.
blitz on Josh Allen every single play, and like through the first half, it was Josh Allen had 4 rushes, Devin Singletary had 4 rushes. Those were the only rushes for the Bills' offense the entire first half. Like I don't know what their offensive game planning was, but it wasn't good because like how Greg Williams likes to send blitzes just willy nilly. Like that's what happened in this game.
Just keep bootlicking. You guys are banging on the drum all week saying 13.5-point line. That's easy, Bills, easy, Bills. While I'm over here telling you, no, this Jets
chose
team.
them to win as well.
This Jets team is going to stand. But getting back to the point, I'm going to have Buffalo win, but not cover. I'm gonna toy that line. I think they're gonna get a late score to win by 1 or 2. This New England team looks horrible.
Give me Buffalo to win and cover. This New England offense sucks. They're bottom 5 in scoring offense, not even putting up 20 points a game. Early on, they were doing pretty good. Seattle game and Las Vegas, they had over 30 in each of those games, but Cam Newton has looked disgusting.
I don't think either of those defenses are respectively good. Either.
Understand. I'm just saying earlier in the season, they proved that they could put up more points, but they've looked just atrocious lately. Belichick's saying that Newton is going to be the starter moving forward, but definitely not a lock. Stidham might see increased time if Newton continues to shit the bed. But as it stands, I'm going to take Buffalo to win and to cover.
Okay.
Newton's gonna have a big bounce back game. I guarantee it. Write that down if you really want. Newton is gonna have a bounce back week.
It's funny you're saying it because I was kind of on board the Newton train after the Seattle game, and Riley, you specifically were shitting on me saying that Newton would fall down. This wouldn't be a sustained rate for him. So it's very interesting to see you just kind of flip flop, go with the flow.
No.
Not a lot of consistency.
He's not good, but he can still have comeback games.
Flip flop, whatever.
He can still have bounce back games. He's not good, but he can still have a bounce back game. I think back against the wall, like I've said.
Back against the wall. Against the wall. That's your catchphrase. Back against the wall.
Players, when they're back against the wall, they get desperate. And that's when you're the most dangerous, is when you're desperate. I think he's desperate to hold on to his job. He's desperate to get another contract. He's desperate for a lot of things right now to prove himself. So I think he's going to have a bounce back game. He's going to be solid. He's going to be pretty good. Compared to last week, there's not a whole lot. He's going to bounce back.
That's not bold. He was horrible. Like, even an average game wouldn't be much of an that'd be a huge improvement, actually.
It's still a bounce back.
The bar is on the floor for Newton. He did horrible.
I'm telling you, he's going to have a bounce back game. Not a good quarterback, but he's going to have a bounce back game.
What does bounce back look like?
He'll throw at least a touchdown.
Shut up.
Yeah, okay. Tennessee -5.5 at Cincinnati. This is an interesting game because it like wants you to play right into the all right. Well, Cincinnati's definitely going to at least cover because it's +5.5, and like they always keep it tight. I think this is going to be a touchdown score game. Joe Burrow, I'm going to start to doubt him and say just overall, he can't win whenever his back is against the wall. He can't win close games. He's really bad at that. Like, what's the deal, Riley?
There's the Kirby take.
What's the deal?
This is horrible. I mean, last week against the Browns, he played well. He played really well with his back.
And he lost. He left them
He left
too
the
much
field
time.
with a lead. What do you
them
want him to do? He was on the offense. He left his team in a winning position. Defense let Baker drive down the field for a touchdown. What do you want him to do?
He left them too much time on the
Oh my
board.
God.
He did. Veteran savvy quarterbacks and winning quarterbacks will
Veteran
drag out
quarterback.
that drive.
He's a rookie on a shit team. Pretty.
Oh yes, T. Higgins, AJ Green, and Tyler Boyd are such shit teammates. Oh yeah. Oh.
When did I say that?
So well, you're saying he's not a shit team, but he has great weapons around him. Like Giovanni Bernard and Joe Mixon
He's
are
playing
great.
well.
I know Mixon didn't play last week, but like he's not. I don't know if he's a winner in the NFL. I don't know if he is. I'm not saying he isn't.
Sample size 7.
What?
Game sample size. You're gonna tell me he's not a winner in the NFL?
Look, I'm just questioning it. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just questioning it. Like, is he a winner?
I mean, he's proved it in college. He's a winner. He's proven it here that he can play when his back's against the wall.
Mark Sanchez was a winner at
that the defense is
USC.
horrible.
Vince Young was a winner at Texas.
But I'm going to
Vince
tell
Young
you
won
right
no, he didn't win a Heisman.
this
Matt
game's a little
Leinart won a
sneaky.
Heisman.
This
Matt
game's a
Leinart
little
won a natty in a prolific offense with
Okay,
a
we're done
star
talking
running
about
back.
college. We're talking about this game. And let me tell you something about this game. This game's going to be a little sneaky. Last week, I thought Tennessee was a better team than they were. I was wrong. Any good team can beat Pittsburgh. I'm telling you right now, any good team can beat that team.
Bold. You're saying the
But
good
like
team could
no
win?
team has
Bold.
beaten Pittsburgh yet.
But I'm telling you, like, I thought Tennessee was a pretty good team, but I think they're a little bit more closer to the average right now.
Disagree.
I think they just have an inflated record currently. I think Cincy will keep it close for most of the game, but Tennessee's going to get a late score to put them up like 8-7 points. So I'm going to have Tennessee win and take the lead, but Joe Burrow is going to ball out again.
Yeah, give me Cincy to cover, Tennessee to win. Clowney didn't practice today. I think he had either a knee or a groin injury or something, so his absence would be huge if he wasn't playing. I think Tennessee's the cream of the crop for the AFC. They're one of the premier teams. So I'm pretty confident they're going to win just from a pure talent standpoint against Cincy and coaching. Definitely don't see them dropping this one. Both of these teams have middling defenses. They're not anything special. So I think we could see a pretty high scoring affair here. I expect Tannehill to perform much better than against that vaunted Pittsburgh D. I think he's going to have a much better game. And Henry's going to get in on the action too and perform pretty well. But I could see Cincy keeping this close. So I'm going to take Cincy to cover, but Tennessee's going to win this one.
Also, I think an issue we haven't brought up yet is the Carlos Dunlap situation. I think that's going to kind of create some animosity in that locker room and to create some issues for that defense.
He's gone, so I don't think so. They were already a middling
you
defense
got
as
Geno
is,
Atkins, who's been there just as long, and like Geno's probably pretty hurt by that. And then AJ Green's going to be hurt by that.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Riley does raise a valid point. All right, we got Las Vegas at Cleveland.
Before we get into this, Kirby, you need to address some stuff, right? You told us you were going to address something about this Las Vegas versus Bucks team, right?
Oh yeah, I lost. I forgot about that.
Horrible take.
I forgot
Horrible
about
take.
Well, no, you said you were going to explain yourself this week.
All of his West Coast takes were just straight dog shit and made no sense whatsoever.
Last week, Kirby told us there's going to be a big layover issue with Tom Brady, and we asked him about it over the week, and he said he was going to explain it live on the podcast. So, Kirby.
Drink up, start thinking. Start thinking.
It's this Las Vegas game. You go ahead and explain yourself.
Come on.
I am blaming it on coronavirus. That's why coronavirus has completely changed the jet lag. Because guess what? If they were in Las Vegas, not with coronavirus, the jet lag would have played a much bigger point. because they would have thought that they would.
What?
The Tampa Bay players would be like, all right, let's go out the night before, and then like they wouldn't have been able to function as well.
Go out the night before? That makes no fucking sense.
Dude, teams do that all the time. You're an idiot if you don't know.
In California, that have among the stricter COVID mandates.
It's not in California, bud. Las Vegas is not
Whatever,
in California.
Nevada still. It doesn't make any sense.
So this whole point
no, I'm
from
saying
jet
like
lag
in normal
to-
times.
These aren't normal
jet lag would
times.
change it. Yes, which is like I need to readjust my jet lag betting standards. That
makes
is my point.
no sense whatsoever.
That is my point. No.
I agree with you. You do make no sense. I agree with you there.
These players are they're more well adjusted to the jet lag because of COVID.
Riley, or just make your take. You're hurting my brain. Make your take, Kirby.
I'm taking Cleveland -2.5 because Las Vegas would be playing at 10 o'clock a.m. or they would be playing at 10 o'clock a.m. In the Pacific time zone. So this is Cleveland -2.5. I think the Odell Beckham injury helps them actually because Baker's not forcing it to OBJ as much, and Derek Carr is mentally defeated right now.
I think it's really close. I think the OBJ injury, I hate to say it, but I'm leaning towards it helps them because Baker, even when he throws touchdowns, he has to apologize to OBJ for not throwing his way. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty close. I think Cleveland's probably going to win. I'm going to have Cleveland winning cover. But I don't like this. This game's kind of like just the type of game where it can really just a coin flip. So I'm gonna roll with Cleveland this week because I don't trust in Derek Carr whatsoever, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Yep, give me Las Vegas to cover and win. Both of these defenses suck. They're averaging 30 points a game allowed, pretty bad. I don't think Baker's going to sustain what he did last week. I don't see that happening. Deep down, Baker is average. He's just due to regress. I don't see that continuing.
That's a dumb take.
You have a lot of those, Kirby. I think Carr's going to do all right. I think from a coaching standpoint, Chucky will outduel Stefanski. So I'm going to give the edge to Las Vegas to win and to cover. And my X factor for this game is going to be Aguilar. I think he's going to be key in the Raiders winning this one.
Nicholas, you're so so smart for calling Gruden Chucky. That is so original.
Kirby, you're just looking for a point to hate on me.
You are an NFL super fan. Let me tell you.
You're looking for a point to hate on me. Move along.
Okay, this is a really, really weird spread. Kansas City -19.5 against the Jets. I don't really know what to say about this. I don't know like what direction to go. I think I'm gonna take the Jets plus 19.5. Like that's just like too large, just way too large. I don't know. It's kind of like a coin flip, to be honest. What do you guys think?
Nicholas, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'm taking KC to cover and win.
Of course you do.
I always got a little shit-eating comment. I think KC could easily eclipse 20 points. You think about it, New York's offense is dog shit, nothing new. They're only putting up 12 points a game, so I think it's very reasonable to expect the Jets to maybe get 16, 17 points max, and I could easily see KC's offense and special teams getting 37, 40 points. I don't think that's crazy to expect, so I'm taking KC to win and cover here.
Have you picked against Kansas City once this season?
No.
Nope, he's just
Why-
rolling with Mahomes. I mean,
Why would I?
5-2 against the spread. I don't know. This is Vegas testing you and seeing how far you'll go with Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna side with Kirby here. I think this Jets team that they played well last week. I know offensively they didn't put up much of a fight, but I think they're playing a lesser defense this week. I think they'll be able to put up more than 10 points. I'm gonna roll with the Jets covering here. Obviously not to win, because of Adam Gase, but yeah, I think it's gonna definitely be they're gonna cover. Also, do we want to bring up the quote unquote debate we had over the week where I won
No,
pretty
it's
handedly?
a stupid. No, move along.
No, bring it up. Bring it up.
Okay, well, let's not go super in depth.
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
Now that we brought it up,
It's
we'll have
really
to-
dumb and doesn't add anything, but you can go ahead.
We'll just bring it up so the viewers know what we're talking about. So earlier this week, I posed a question, right? I posed, who would you rather have as a head coach for the next 5 years? Adam Gase or Hugh Jackson? I said the right answer, Adam Gase. Nicholas says Hugh Jackson. I exposed him for being wrong. He got hurt. That was the story.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Very interesting story to share, Riley. That is some grade A journalism you're coming in with. Very hard-hitting question.
Okay. Next game, biggest unknown of the week. It's Tua Tagovailoa making his debut against the Rams, which is why the spread is so. I think it started off at 6.5 in favor of the Rams, and it's already moved down to 3.5. So, I'm just gonna take the Rams here. I don't know why you would trot out Tua against Aaron Donald in his first game. Like they could have picked so much better games to trot him out against. Like they play against the Jets multiple times. This doesn't make any sense. I don't like putting out your quarterback that you're holding out because of injury concerns and like just feeding him to the Wolves. I'm taking the Rams minus 3.5. I have no idea how Tua is going to play in the NFL. No idea how he's going to handle everything. So I'm just gonna go with the safe pick here.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bitch too, and I'm going to pick the Rams to win and cover. I think it's just too many unknowns with Tua coming in for the first week. I don't know if there's going to be any locker room animosity towards him for usurping
there's not.
Fitzpatrick.
No, it seems all fine.
Fitz is actually cool with it.
Well, Fitz, he brought it up. There was some not animosity, but there was some work.
It was straight up joking. Like they were just messing around.
He still said some stuff, right? So I think the games we not close, but Tua will keep him in, but he'll make a few rookie mistakes. That's gonna just keep them out of it. So I'm gonna roll with the Rams.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as y'all. I'm taking Rams to win and cover. It's worth noting this is a matchup between Flores and McVay from, what was it, 52? Super Bowl 52, 53?
52. Yeah, 52.
Yeah. Leading the defense that stifled the Rams offense that Super Bowl. I don't think we'll see that happen this time. Also worth noting is that Rams and Dolphins both have top 5 scoring defenses. They don't really give up many points. Miami does have a suspect run D, and I expect McVay to take advantage of that with Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers. I feel like their running back committee will perform pretty well this game. So I'm pretty confident.
Doesn't see the field.
I'm pretty confident that Rams will win and cover.
It's Malcolm Brown who sees the field, not Cam Akers. Nice try, Bozo.
I wasn't going
You're
that
just a
far.
little shithead, Kirby.
I was just pointing at Cam Akers really doesn't see the field. I wasn't going.
I'm not
it's
sure.
Like 2 carries a game, bud.
I'm not sure if Akers his exact snap count, and I know for a fact you don't know either. But
I mean,
I'm confident in their running back
and
committee to perform
he
well.
doesn't play that much because he doesn't get many carries, and he's not a proficient blocking back either. So why would you trot him out?
I don't really think you have film or anything to back that up. I think you're kind of talking out of your ass, but we'll go with that.
All right, head ass. Let's see. Last game of the 1:00 slate, best game of the 1:00 slate. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Even though Pittsburgh is undefeated, they are not favored to win. Baltimore by 3.5. Baltimore is a team that beats up on bad teams. That's what they are. They're just a bully. But whenever they meet their match, they lose. I'm taking Pittsburgh here. As long as Deontay Johnson is healthy, I'm going to feel good about it just because Deontay Johnson's a much more capable receiver than like James Washington. And like, it adds another layer. Yeah, I'm going to take Pittsburgh here. I also just don't feel like something feels off about this Baltimore team this year. They're still going to make the playoffs and like still have a good season. I just don't know, like they had like a spark last year. I don't know if they have that spark this year. I don't know.
Now let me tell you why you're wrong, son. I think this Baltimore team, they just had a bye week, but they just got a whole lot better, and no one's really talking about it. They got Yannick.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I think that defensive line with Calais Campbell, who else? Wolf. Who's the fourth guy? I'm forgetting his name, but they're really that defense just got a whole lot better. I'm gonna have to roll with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson hasn't looked great at all this year. He's been really mediocre compared to what we kind of expected. I think last week Big Ben got away with one playing a meh team. He threw three picks. He threw 3 picks.
I mean, one of them wasn't like a pick. It was kind of like
was pick. Well, if that one wasn't a pick, then Cam only threw 2 picks because one of them wasn't really a pick.
I mean, I'm not blaming Cam for his 2 picks. So.
But I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel like Pittsburgh, they're going to have a lot of troubles along that offensive line. I know it's decent to good offensive line, but their defensive line is going to give them a whole lot of trouble. So I'm going to roll with Baltimore here. Nicholas?
Yeah. I'm taking Pittsburgh to cover and win for this one. It's a shame this one isn't Sunday Night Football. Instead, we get the dog shit Eagles, Cowboys matchup.
No, that's much more fun. That's much more fun.
We always get, I feel like, 50 NFC East primetime games every year just forced down our throats. This would be a much better matchup. But I'm confident in Pittsburgh's defense. They have the number 6 scoring defense. Baltimore has the first. They have the best scoring defense. They've really been locking teams down. Pittsburgh's pressure rate is insane. 37% of the time they're getting a pressure on the QB, which is just super impressive. It's the best in the league. I feel like they'll make Lamar's life hell back there, and I think they're going to come away with a win and stay undefeated.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we've got I really don't care about this game. Chargers -3 at Denver. I guess Los Angeles team playing cold weather. Does that matter at all? I don't know. I'm taking Chargers -3 just because. It's just I'm really uninspired about this game.
I am too, but man, I don't know, that Denver team. They're looking pretty good to me right now.
Didn't both of y'all have Denver covering last week?
Yeah, we had them covering. Like that doesn't play a factor into like why we don't want to watch this game.
Didn't I have a better against the spread than you last week?
Oh yeah, hang your hat on 1 week.
Yeah,
the week before that.
And for this Denver game or last week's Denver game, it's worth mentioning Kirby said, I don't even know if Kansas City could score 9.5. implying that
because
this
I thought it
Denver
would be
defense.
snowing a lot more.
To be
And
fair,
I hit it
be
right on the head
fair.
when I said that Kansas City was due for a dominating performance, which they had against the Broncos. They whooped their ass.
No. Let's get the record straight at least. Let's get the record straight at least. I told you I would explain some of this a little bit. Denver shot themselves in the foot,
No, they didn't.
offensively and special teams. They threw a pick six, and they threw they allowed a kick return.
McCole Hardman kickoff return.
It was
Or
Byron
Pringle. Byron Pringle. Yeah.
Those two things alone change the momentum of the game. They take away those two things. This Denver team,
Oh,
they have a chance
so
to
you
win
mean
this
to tell
game.
me if you take away the pick six and the kick return, the game has changed? That's some hard hitting
Exactly.
analysis.
Well, I mean, the
That is
spread is
Exactly. I'm telling you right now, they shot themselves in the foot, not doing basic things.
No, whoa, really?
So I'm telling you,
Whoa.
if you get the average Denver and the average Kansas City team, that Denver covers 97% of the time against that team.
Yep. We were
Even if
just
you-
wrong, Riley. That's all it is.
Even if you remove the kickoff return and the pick six, Kansas City still covered.
Well, I'm telling you, the momentum shifted with that.
Look, Nicholas, I thought it would be snowing a lot more. I thought the snow would play a much heavier factor, and it did not. So, like,
Right.
whenever I see that, like, they're hyping up a snow game, I think it's going to be like those games, like in Buffalo, that are like it's just all white. This was just like, well, it's like the snow's there, but it's not playing a factor. So I was a little disappointed by that, and I didn't even want to watch the Kansas City Denver game. So, wait, who did you pick, Nicholas?
For
Who
this
did
one,
both of you pick?
I haven't picked yet.
Oh.
Nicholas can go. I
We
was just
spent
saying
too
that the
much
Denver
time on
line looked
this.
pretty good.
I'll pick Chargers to win and to cover. I could see Denver keeping it close in the fourth quarter just because Lynn doesn't know how to close out games. They struggled against Jacksonville until they started pulling away near the end. They got gashed by James Robinson. He was popping off against them. Their run defense is very suspect. But I think
Denver doesn't have any running backs like whatsoever that are
Melvin
competent.
Gordon.
I wasn't saying that sarcastically. I'm being serious. Like they don't have anybody. I think Melvin Gordon's injured. Or no, he had like a DUI. I don't know.
He got a DUI.
Yeah.
I think he's fine
But
right now.
I think Herbert is the
double
real
check.
deal. I was kind of shitting on him pre-draft just based off his film. I didn't think he looked too
I
good,
wasn't.
but he's
I was.
really stepped up and looked super good so far as a rookie.
Still not
So,
sold on him.
I'm gonna roll with the Chargers to win and to cover.
I actually had Herbert going to the Dolphins before Tua, so there's my knowledge. What do I know?
Tua hasn't played yet. We'll see.
Well, so
what was that
I'm just
comment?
saying, like from the early implications, he's looking pretty solid. But you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here. I got Denver winning this game. I think it's gonna be an ugly game, but I think Denver is gonna pull it out by the skin of their teeth or skin of their nails, whatever you want to call it. But oh God, it's gonna be an ugly game. I think Herbert's gonna look mediocre. I think Locke's gonna look mediocre.
Not happening with Herbert.
What?
Wow, it's
You
not
were
happening.
you were
after
way too sold on Herbert.
4 games,
You were
sold on him?
way too sold.
So Herbert looked bad to start off against Jacksonville. He looked very bad on accuracy standpoint. He was sailing balls over receivers, but he really started to settle in the second half, and he's got a cannon for an arm. When he hits on accuracy, he can throw anywhere on the field. He's got a great arm, and he just gets settled in once the game starts. He had the jitters to start.
So he got a big arm.
Imagine if I say, man, if Josh Allen hits on accuracy, he can hit anyone on the field. Imagine if I said that. You guys would flame me. So
I'm just saying.
Horrible. It was a stupid
Allen's
take.
what, third year? Allen's
so
third
dumb.
year? Herbert is a rookie, and
Herbert played in the Pac-12. Josh Allen played in the Mountain West.
Okay.
Two very different skill sets.
Cool. They're both in the NFL now. But yeah, I'm confident Herbert's going to continue to perform well in his rookie campaign.
He needs to get rid of the acne before I take him seriously.
You're insufferable.
I mean, I'm being
Next-
serious, Sid.
Next one. Just show the next game.
Okay, New Orleans, -4.5 at Chicago. Let me just go ahead and start with the question I posed. Would you rather watch Mitch Trubisky and Jameis Winston face off against each other, or Drew Brees versus Foles?
Any game that has Jameis Winston playing, I want to watch it. So that side. I don't want to watch Trubisky. I'd rather watch Jameis versus Foles, but if it's Jameis Trubisky, I'm picking that side.
Nicholas?
Give me Jameis. Mitch stinks. He's not fun to watch. Jameis, though, you know Jameis is gonna have fun, whether it's 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, whatever. He's gonna put up for an entertaining ball game.
I was just hoping
Okay.
that one of you guys
How do you
would
do?
bite on it, specifically
Yeah,
Nicholas, and say, well, I'd rather watch Drew Brees and Nick Foles. They're 2 former Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Damn. New Orleans looked pretty solid last week. Chicago looked pretty shitty. I don't know. I think I'll take Chicago +4.5. Just like they do like to keep it at least a little bit close and make you think that they could win. And New Orleans likes to play down to their opponents occasionally. You don't see a lot of blowouts out of them. It still is like heavily contingent on whether Michael Thomas will actually play a snap for the New Orleans Saints, which the probability of that happening decreases every single day. It's very frustrating. But yeah, I'm taking Chicago +4.5, but to lose.
Roll right there with you, son. I think Drew Brees is captain check down right now, and he doesn't have his sidekick, Michael Thomas. And
Yeah.
when they beat Carolina, Carolina's not that great. I don't know. Chicago, they looked horrible last week. And Foles made some comments after the game where he said to the media, when he was told plays, he knew in the huddle before they even snapped the ball that he knew that they weren't going to work. He threw the deep ball at least 10 times, it felt like, and all of them were 5 to 10 yards too far, and sometimes they were in a double and triple coverage. He looked pretty shit. I think this whole Chicago offense looked pretty shit. The offensive line looked pretty shit. I'm surprised Allen Robinson hasn't already asked for another trade. I know he did it earlier, but I'm surprised he hasn't done it again. But I think they'll keep it close, and New Orleans going to win, but Chicago will cover.
Yeah, I don't see Chicago covering. I have New Orleans winning and covering. Chicago offense, like you said, it's dog shit. They have bottom 10 scoring offense, the 3rd worst yards per play, an anemic running game, trying to get Cordero Patterson to work as a running back.
That is so damn frustrating. Whenever, because like the Bears play so often in like games that I watch somehow, and like it'll be all right, let's line up Cordero Patterson in the backfield, and we'll run him on like 3rd and 1, and then he won't get it. Like I wish I could see
really
like
questionable
rate for that stuff.
It's because they saw the Pats doing it. Nagy saw the Pats doing it, and he wants to imitate it.
Yeah,
didn't he only play for the Pats for like 6 games or something? He
it
didn't
wasn't a
even
lot.
play a full season.
He still did it with the Pats.
I know it's so dumb. I hate watching the Bears. Like they should be a lot more fun than they actually are. Because like Foles is exciting. David Montgomery, like he's okay. Allen Robinson's
He's been very below average.
I mean, yeah, he's okay, but like, and then their defense is super good. Like, I don't get
It's
this.
similar to their 2017 team. Really good defense. Chicago's only allowing 20 points a game. Pretty impressive, but just like the 2017 offense, just trash. They can't get anything going. So that's why I'm confident in New Orleans to win and to cover. I think their offense is going to be able to move the ball. Chicago isn't going to be able to.
Yeah. Let's see. Last game of the 4:00 slate. Best game of the 4:00 slate. San Francisco at Seattle. NFC West showdown. Even though it's probably not, this game probably won't mean too much in the grand scheme of things because of that that whole division's just a gauntlet, and every game matters. Yeah, San Francisco just dominating last week, and then Seattle almost kisses their sister. They do not, but at least they were playing with their balls out and not just going for the tie. So I like that. I think I like San Francisco here to win. I think Seattle is going to make San Francisco's offense look just as good as they did last week, and San Francisco's defense is at least competent enough to hold Seattle back just a tad. Obviously, I'd feel better if they didn't have injuries, but their linebacking core is solid enough to where they can keep up with Russell Wilson, prevent some of those scrambles that he does. Like, that's not stopped by the defensive line. That's stopped by the linebackers. So, yeah, I'm going to take San Francisco plus 4.5 here and a win.
Nicholas, I'll let you go on your little rant about your love boy.
Yeah, you know who I'm rocking with here. I'm taking Seattle to win and to cover. Didn't bet against Wilson against the Cardinals. Didn't work out. I'm not going to take them to lose 2 in a row. Seattle's kind of banged up at running back, so that could play a factor. Their only fully healthy running back now is DJ Dallas. So who knows if he'll get an extended load here or not, pending Chris Carson, Travis Homer, Carlos Hyde. We'll see how that pans out.
I think running back is probably the least important position for the entire Seattle offense. Just my opinion. Like, I don't think the
Niners are expecting.
Oh, you go.
Niners could be getting back K'Wan Williams at cornerback, which would be huge for their depleted defense. Deebo Samuel, Jeff Wilson, both out on IR right now.
Jermichael Hasty looks pretty solid, though.
Yeah,
Hasty runs with force.
Hasty could see more playtime. Tico might be back, not sure yet. Yeah. But I think Wilson will do better than his 3-pick performance against the Cardinals, and I'm going to take him to win and to cover.
Riley.
So, after last week, I'm not saying he's bad in any regards. I'm not saying he's bad. But how much of Russell Wilson's success is Tyler Lockett?
He always has one receiver.
Not even going to entertain that.
He always has that one receiver who really carries him. And before Lockett, it was Doug Baldwin. He always has that one guy that's like, yeah, I'm going to throw you the ball 12 times a game.
I'm just posing a question, right? I'm just posing a question. I'm not saying he's bad. I prefaced it. I'm saying how much of his success is coming off of his receiving core. He's got a great receiving core. You know, and when he has one of the best receiving cores of his year.
If you're really trying to pose this as a serious thing, this shows your lack of knowledge. This isn't even worth entertaining.
What are you talking about?
It's not even worth entertaining.
I think it's a valid question. Tyler Lockett had a monster game. So is that more on him playing well, or is that more, or is still Russell Wilson?
Did you not see some of Wilson's throws to Lockett? Did you miss that absolute dime to him? He threw a giant rainbow arc from, like, I think it was the 20 or the 15. Perfect placement.
See, I mean, you are entertaining it. I'm just posing a question. All right, I'm just posing the question. I think you got to give some of the credit to Tyler Lockett. I think he got open a lot. I think he played great. You know, it's not all Tyler Lockett, obviously, but you know, I think a good share of it does go to him. But for this game in specific, I'm probably going to rock with San Francisco here. I think it's going to be another shootout because Seattle can't really defend anyone. And if it comes down to one stop, I'm probably going to trust San Francisco's defense over the Seattle's.
So you're taking them to win and cover?
I'm taking San Francisco to win and cover.
Y'all both going to be wrong on this one.
All right, whatever.
Write it down. Write it down. Go ahead and write it down, and you can read it back to me next week when Seattle wins.
Oh.
So confident. You would imagine that was your favorite team.
Yeah. Okay. our favorite. This is my favorite game of the
I'm
week.
gonna go last.
I'm gonna watch
last on this one.
I'm gonna watch every single snap of this game because I'm so excited for it. Dallas at Philadelphia. Andy Dalton has a concussion, correct? And he's not going to play, right? Hopefully.
He's
Assuming.
questionable.
Damn. All right. If hopefully he doesn't play, and then we get to see Ben DiNucci start on a Sunday night game in a pivotal division matchup, because whoever wins this, like, they could easily go on to win the NFC East. You know, Mike McCarthy said all you need is just 4 division wins to win the division. That was his research. That's what he said. So I'm really excited about this. I wrote down that like Philadelphia beat the Giants, which like I completely forgot that they had even played. Just because it was like a weird Thursday night game. But you know, I think Dallas is due for at least in covering the spread. At least in covering the spread. They're 0-7. Like that's really bad. I have confidence in Ben DiNucci. Extreme confidence.
There's a Kirby take. We needed that one.
Extreme confidence.
I know you get a hard on for shitty white quarterbacks, and this is definitely no different.
I mean,
You
this
can't-
is so
you can't be
exciting.
much
The
worse
guy
than
comes
Dalton.
from James Madison, and he's a rookie. Like in your first start would be on Sunday night.
You can't be much worse
That's
than
a
Dalton.
storybook. That's a storybook right there.
Definitely a Kirby take, for sure.
And then like everybody's gonna hype up Ben DiNucci for a week, and then he's gonna suck ass against whoever they play.
There will be no hype to begin with.
No. Well, I guess what also scares me is that Dallas is like releasing all of their players right now, all of their defensive line specifically. Like Everson Griffin, they've already gotten rid of him. I think there's 2 other guys.
I mean, they picked him up at the beginning of the season anyway, so it's not like he was the mainstay to begin with.
It's about Alden Smith.
And
Yeah, I know. It's just depth at this point. But who knows? Maybe they'll light a fire under the new guys' asses. But yeah, I'm taking Dallas plus 3.5. But I'm gonna hedge my bet a little bit here and just say Philadelphia wins. Because
you're hedging.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying that Ben DiNucci is going plus 3.5. It's like that's acceptable to hedge.
All right, Nicholas, let's see what you got.
Yeah, Eagles winning and covering. Dallas defense, I don't even have to say anything. They're dreadful. Worst scoring defense in the league, giving up 35 points a game. Disgustingly bad. They're like the Jets version except on defense, where the Jets have no offense, Cowboys have no defense to speak of. Philadelphia always finds a way to stay pretty competitive in their games, even up against the Steelers and the Ravens. And against an awful opponent like the Cowboys, I'm pretty confident they're going to win and cover.
I mean, they played down to the Bengals. I think they're just like a bad team. I think that's it. Who can
Dallas
like,
is a worse team. Dallas is a very bad team.
But you haven't seen the Dallas-led team with Ben DiNucci.
There's a Kirby take. Thank you. Riley, what do you have to say?
Now let me give you guys the truth.
Oh, God. Make it quick.
Speak.
I'm going to speak my truth. You wrote in here, Philadelphia won a game that everyone has already forgotten about. I haven't. I can't stop thinking about that deep throw Wentz threw in that game. It was probably the most beautiful pass I've seen in almost all my time of watching football. He probably has the best deep ball arm in the NFL, let down by his receivers. But this week, they're coming back. So I'm going to easily roll with Philadelphia here by not 1, not 2, but 3, count them, 3-score victory here against Dallas. It's not going to be close because Wentz is going to play like the MVP he's always been.
That's not exactly bold against a team that's giving up 35 points a game. That's 5 touchdowns a game. They are otherworldly bad.
It's,
I
it's
mean,
not. I'm not trying to have a bold take here. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, and it's just up to you whether or not you want to listen to the truth.
I don't think I think I usually listen to your truths. I'm not listening to this one. I don't think it's.
Well,
I
feel free
don't
to
think
listen
it's
to my
good.
truth. You're just gonna be wrong.
I think this is a false truth. This is a 1984 truth.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Philadelphia to be my guarantee of the week as well, right here. This team, they're not gonna let you down.
I'll roll with Dallas to be my guarantee.
Of course you would.
Kirby's guarantees
This
have got
Eagles
all
team,
in
Has he
on
won a
this
guarantee yet?
team.
Has he won a guarantee? I don't think he has.
this Eagles team is not going to lose.
I think I won last week.
Kirby's guarantee pick is just a pick. There is no guarantee about it. It's
I think
just
I
kind of a
guaranteed Arizona. I think I guaranteed Arizona, and you guaranteed Seattle.
no. I thought I guaranteed LA Chargers.
Well,
And you did
I have to.
Jags.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guaranteed the Jags.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next game. Tampa Bay. They overcame jet lag last week.
No, they didn't.
brilliantly
There was no
beat,
jet lag to overcome.
They
Raiders.
overcame jet lag and COVID to beat
Yeah.
to beat
We can only
Raiders.
wonder how 2-decade veteran Brady overcame jet lag, something he's been doing since 2001. We can only wonder how he pulled that one off.
I mean, he's pretty old. Jet lag affects
Who knows how Brady does it? Maybe he'll do it again for another away game. We just won't know. We won't know if he can do it or not.
I don't know. All right. Well, this is a Monday night game. If I've ever seen one, I probably will not watch this game. I just probably won't watch it. I might catch some highlights if there's nothing going on Monday night. Sure, I'll watch it. Both teams even in their against the spread records. I guess this is a pretty tasty line for a late cover. I'm taking Giants plus 10.5, but to lose, I don't know. I have no feelings about this game. Somebody say something stupid, and then I'll give you a better take.
You just did.
What? That I don't care about this game?
I think, I think there's something that we're kind of overlooking this week, and I'm not sure how it's going to impact the actual game. I think we're overlooking the Antonio Brown signing. I know he's not going to be playing this week, but what does that do to that locker room? Have we thought about that?
Could Bruce Arians really hates Antonio Brown?
He does. This is definitely a Brady signing. This is 100% Brady pressuring the front office to sign him. Arians hates it. Is there going to be some animosity or some friction between the two now that Brady's kind of forced his hand and put Arians in a bad situation? He's already went on record and says if Antonio Brown bitches about targets, then we're going to get cut his ass. That does not sound like a recipe for success between a player-coach relationship. I don't know if there's going to be some issues in that locker room moving forward. I don't know if Antonio Brown's even on site yet, but for this game in particular, I'm going to roll with Tampa Bay winning and covering. But in the future, next week or two, I can't say the same. I really can't. I think there's going to be some issues moving forward with that team.
Yeah. I mean, you did open up a possibility where Arians just like throws the game and purposely makes it tough on Brady to prove a point. What's their record right now? Like, is it 5-2, 4-3?
4-2.
Bucks are 5-2.
Okay. Well, they have a game to lose then. I think they could throw. They could just throw it. Nicholas, what do you think?
Well,
I
they're
would
not
throw
going.
it.
They're not going to throw. That's painfully stupid. This is an easy Bucks win. I'll take them to cover 2. Giants have a very anemic offense. Their defense is all right. Tampa Bay has a top 3, I think it is, scoring offense. Top 3 or top 5 scoring offense. They're putting up a lot of points. The Antonio Brown signing is interesting for when he does start to play. It's kind of a lottery ticket with him. High skill player, but also super, super big drama queen. So be interesting to see how that impacts. I don't think Brady exactly strong-armed Arians into doing it because ultimately Arians has the final say in who comes on his team or not.
He
So
definitely did.
Yeah, he definitely did. Did you see what he said like back in March? He's like, I don't
I
even
sent
want
that to y'all. Yeah, I sent that to y'all. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
people change their minds. Brady may have been able to persuade him, but I don't. Any player that comes onto the team doesn't come on without Arians' approval. So I'm sure Brady definitely played a part in persuading him.
well,
But
yeah, no, he strong armed it. He's strong armed.
I don't think what's he gonna do? Oh, if you don't get AB, I'm gonna sit. It was a mutual thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, it was.
I'm sure he
definitely not a
did that,
mutual
Kirby.
thing.
I agree. I'm
It
sure
definitely
he
was
did
not
that.
a mutual thing. It was they were probably ultimatums thrown around.
No, it had to be a mutual thing. Trust me. Brady isn't gonna fucking sit out over AB getting signed or not. But that'll be interesting to see how they go forward. How he meshes with Godwin, Mike Evans, Bray, the rest of their offensive crew. Something to keep an eye on as we move forward. But for this game, Tampa Bay win and cover.
How many fucking weapons does Tom Brady need? Like, it's actually
All of them.
getting really absurd. Like,
He's got a lot.
it's like it's 5 players who have been like top 10 at their position at some point in their career already, with Fournette, Godwin, Evans, Gronk, and now AB.
Ronald Jones coming in pretty nicely.
Yeah, and then
too
Ronald
this
Jones
season.
is like he's a solid piece as well. And then you have
Did
Bray.
OJ Howard tear his ACL? Didn't OJ Howard get hurt?
Yeah, OJ Howard's out of the mix.
Not to mention they have
Cameron
one of the
Bray.
league's best defenses. So once again, Brady's in a prime situation to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of just taking dart throws because Gronk's not the same person. Fournette isn't the same person, even though he's like solid. And I don't know. Antonio Brown's it's gonna be fun, at least. I don't know. But do you guys want to talk about anything else specifically?
Let's quickly talk about our guarantees. Make sure we got it on record. I have the Eagles. Kirby, you said the Cowboys,
Yes.
and then Nicholas.
I'll guarantee. I don't think I've taken the Rams yet. I'll guarantee the Rams against the Dolphins.
I don't think
We really need to go back and figure out which teams we've actually all picked because
Yeah, and
I'm kind of running out of.
Look, I made the PowerPoint this week.
Well, I'm not talking about you in specific. I'm just talking about all of us in general.
Yeah, I mean, I have the sheet where like I blocked everything off, so I don't know. I'll find that stuff. But Adam Gase is a better head coaching option than Hugh Jackson, and
Right.
it would be silly to think otherwise.
Correct.
Right, Nicholas? Right?
Not even worth talking about. What were you gonna say, Riley?
I also want to. One thing more before we kind of finish up is: would you rather have Adam Gase or Rex Ryan? Easy pick.
Sexy
What are you shaking
Rexy.
your head for? Sexy Rexy, right?
Yeah, Sexy Rexy.
Nicholas?
I guess Rex. It doesn't matter though. It's just a stupid question. Both of them suck.
Okay, then you
Not
come up with a
really.
question.
I mean, Rex Ryan doesn't suck. You're an idiot.
Who's Rex been coaching for these past couple of years, Kirby?
You don't need it. You don't always need.
You
it.
sound like the idiot. You sound like the idiot.
Who's Bill Cowher been coaching for the past few years? But people
was Gruden a bad coach when he wasn't coaching all those years?
Yeah. Huh?
Rex Ryan chose to retire from football.
That's true. He could have coached anywhere that he wanted to.
I'm
He
sure.
he could have been at least a coordinator.
Yeah.
Hell, he probably had some head coaching offers if he really wanted them, but that's beyond me. That's all I have. I don't know if any of you have anything else.
Rex Ryan 2020.
Rex Ryan 2020.
That's all I have. Nicholas, anything?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, hopefully the viewers enjoyed this. Make sure to give a thumbs up on the video. Make sure to comment down here. I know I can't see. Wait, let me stop my share. Yeah, make sure to comment down here, even though Nicholas's voice is still showing. Yeah. Ring that bell. Ring it. Nicholas,
Get
can
that
you ring that bell for me?
notification.
Can you ring that bell for me?
Ding, ding, ding.
So disappointed and defeated.
And sound off in the comments. Who would you rather have, Adam Gase or Hugh Jackson?
And stay tuned for our special giveaway coming soon.
50 subscriber special giveaway. It's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. We
Make sure to
just
share with your friends.
get there. Yep.
Just tell
And-
Nico to share it. Just tell him to share it directly.
Oh, and possibly we might be having a Tuesday night election special. Who knows?
A rapid
I don't think
react.
you guys will be on there. I don't think either of you would want to be on
It's a
there.
chip-
I don't have
It's
an
a-
interest in that.
This is where we add in more layers of the Chippers universe. It's just a little bit more. But
We got the football. But all right.
yeah. All
Good
right,
week, boys.
well, Nicholas,
Put them up. See y'all. Thank
Thanks,
you
buddy.
for watching.
thank you all for watching.